Hey everyone, MODC Architecture here, and today we'll be looking at 10 real-world cyberpunk cities. In its simplest form, cyberpunk is a science fiction subgenre that brings together advanced futuristic technology with a decline in societal decay. But cyberpunk isn't only a sci-fi subgenre, it's also a cultural movement that has some influence on things like entertainment, design, gaming, architecture, fashion, and technology. We're definitely starting to see some of its signature trademarks in the real world. Let's have a look at our top 10 cyberpunk cities. Number 10. First up on our list is a real-life cyberpunk city in Japan's capital, Tokyo. From the way it looks to some of its key characteristics, the city has a particularly cyberpunk feel to it. Tokyo is one of the most technologically advanced cities in the world, and this is seen in its aesthetics. With bright neon lights draping the tall buildings across the skyline, this paired with its huge population of more than 30 million people, it resembles a cyberpunk city. Number 9. With a dense street network, diverse population, and modern aesthetic, Hong Kong is another contender for a real-life cyberpunk city, and the sprawling urban area is often associated with rebellion due to its recent protests. One now erased part of Hong Kong, the Kowloon walled city, was often regarded as one of the finest examples of real-life cyberpunk locations during the genre's 1980s heyday. This was the most densely populated settlement anywhere on Earth before its demolition in 1987 because it was just such a terrible place to live. Number 8. As a true city of the future, Shenzhen in China has become a definitive cyberpunk city over the past couple of decades. Since the 1980s, it has spread at a stunning rate, so much so that Chinese people often refer to places undergoing fast renovation as growing at Shenzhen speed. Its development has been spearheaded by the creation of a special economic zone that invited a lot of foreign investment and business. Visually, it is one of the most cyberpunk cities around, with new neon-draped skyscrapers joining the already packed skyline every year. Number 7. Widely considered one of the most dynamic cities in Asia, Osaka is a city full to the brim with futuristic architecture and advanced technology. It's also got an amazing street culture with jam-packed street markets littering the city, something commonly seen in cyberpunk city genres. What's more, Osaka has had a fascinating history of diverse influences from traditional Japanese to Western and Asian cultures. This adds to its cyberpunk appeal, as most cyberpunk cities are typically of a very diverse demographic. Number 6. The famed city of Las Vegas in the American state of Nevada needs no introduction. Although it might not be a classically cyberpunk city, it is more than deserving of a place due to its spectacular visual appearance, with neon lights and dazzling casino fronts making for quite the spectacle, and it has become somewhat renowned as a city of excess, with gambling, shopping, and drinking being some of the biggest reasons why people go to the city. This aligns with some key cyberpunk themes such as gluttony, corporate power, and hedonism. Before we go any further, I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'll be doing a giveaway for that landmark. Currently, a staggering 99.3% of people who have watched my content are not subscribed, so it would be awesome if you could support the channel. Right, back to the video. Number 5. Thailand's biggest city, Bangkok, fits many of the biggest cyberpunk traits. For one, it is a massive and densely populated metropolis, with over 14 million people living in the wider metropolitan area. As a result, the skyline is packed with skyscrapers and tall buildings. The city is also known for its electric nightlife and somewhat chaotic urban environment, which would fit right into a story from the genre. Over recent decades, it also has become one of the biggest technological hubs in Southeastern Asia, making it a true 21st century city. Number 4. Moving slightly further down the Pacific coast in North America, Seattle is our next real-life cyberpunk city. The city is synonymous with the rise of the computer technology industry in the late 20th century, as it is the birthplace of tech giants Microsoft and Amazon. Meanwhile, the city's connection with the rebellious and individualistic grunge culture represents the other side of the cyberpunk society. This blend of a powerful high-tech corporation influence and the vibrant subculture makes it a prime cyberpunk city candidate. Number 3. Next, Singapore is a cyberpunk city, probably more in terms of visuals than anything else. With its stunning skyline illuminated by neon lights every night, a particular highlight of its futuristic architecture is the Marina Bay Sands complex, which is located on the waterfront. That said, Singapore is one of the world's most highly technologically advanced cities, and places a particular emphasis on law and order and surveillance. These things make it more of a cyberpunk city than some other cities that may look similar. Number 2. Sao Paulo, the bustling metropolis located on the east coast of Brazil, is another city with many cyberpunk credentials. The city is known for its dramatic skyline featuring thousands upon thousands of high-rise buildings. It has also had problems with corruption, police brutality, and social inequality, with a distinct contrast between the city's poorer and richer areas. These ingredients, combined with Sao Paulo's vibrant street culture, make it a true cyberpunk city. Number 1. The last on our list of cyberpunk cities in real life is Dubai. This iconic city city, situated in the United Arab Emirates, is world-renowned for its cyberpunk-like array of mega-tall buildings and super-modern landmark developments. With this in mind, there have been societal debates surrounding Dubai's treatment of migrant workers and its social inequality as a whole. This, combined with the wide acknowledgement that it is largely a playground for the rich, arguably makes it the perfect setting for a cyberpunk story. That's it for our global exploration of 10 cyberpunk cities in real life. Another addition to the cyberpunk stereotype involves chatbots and voice assistants like Alexa and Siri that monitor our preference using algorithms. These are a complex example of artificial intelligence coexisting in the real world. Are we in a cyberpunk reality? Comment what you think, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks and goodbye.